Hey, what's up out there in Youtubeland? I'm your host, Julian Pickett, and what I'm going to be showing you today is how to make the best coconut shrimp curry. I think in England they call it prawns, so prawn shrimp curry, coconut, whatever you want to call it. Basically, this is a sort of a three-phase process. I'm going to start with the basic ingredients, which are pretty simple. The Modelo cerveza, that's not one of them. Well, maybe it is, but anyway. So for the curry, we're going to start with ginger and garlic. You're going to want to use a nice portion of both because you want that texture, when you're eating it, and you pour the sauce over the rice or the quinoa or whatever you want to call it. You really want to get that texture, little pieces of coconut in there, and little pieces of ginger, and little pieces of garlic. It's good flavor. So, what I'm going to do is, everything here is made from totally natural base ingredients. You can use paste and stuff like that, but I mean, it's going to taste like crap. So, for the sake of the extra effort to, get some real garlic and real ginger, I'm going to throw it in the blender. Alright, so I'm going to add a little milk to it just so when you blend it up, it's not such, so you want a bit of you're making your own paste basically. And obviously everything's fresh, so it tastes better. So let me work this for a second. Whoa. This blender sucks. Don't find a process I like, But, Mexico, it's hard to get blended. Let me do a check-a-lo on this, see how we're looking here. Yeah, pretty good. So, I mean, basically, you want something like that. I washed my hands, don't worry. That's the first thing I did. That tastes pretty good. So you want about that much. What you're going to do is now you got kind of a garlic ginger base with a little bit of milk. You're going to pour that in the frying pan. That's quite a lot, but that's the way I do it. And then you're going to take some olive oil. You're going to add quite a healthy portion of oil in here. Because you're trying to make sort of a base flavor, And then what you want to do is you're going to add some red chili peppers in here. I like it hot as hell, so listen, I would follow the way I do it. I say you add, kind of this size. Once again, you can use paste and stuff like that, red pepper paste, but you want to stick with the original ingredients because it tastes better. Obvio. So, I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these. Maybe I'm going to go with 7. I mean, it's got to be hot, but the normal person, if you just want it to taste good, you're going to want to use 4, okay? You don't want, you want it to have a kick, you want it to have some spice, but you don't want it to blow your head off. Alright, then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take some white coconut, and you're going to want to add it into this base here, I'd say like a good sized handful. You don't got to be exact because you're using so much garlic, so much ginger, you use a lot of everything. You use coconut shreds as well. Use quite a bit of that too. You really want to get that coconut flavor. That's what I'm all about anyway. You can add a little bit of salt in right now too, just to sort of flavor it out, Not much, that's almost too much. I'm not a big salt fan, we all know it's not good. You don't gotta be a genius for that. Pow. So basically you start with something like that, and that's gonna get your basic garlic ginger base. And then basically what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna move this on to the frying unit over there. But I'm gonna take 1.5. Basically, I got some more blending to do to make it quick and easy and, not a big deal. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1.5 onions. Basically to this. So I'm going to put this on for about 2 minutes. Then I'm going to throw some onions in there, saute them a little bit. Then I'm going to cut up 2 tomatoes, or 1.5 tomatoes actually. And I'm going to throw that in there. And then we're going to cook all that up. And then I'm going to throw it out in the blender. What's up, YouTube? So here we are on part 2 of what I like to call a three-part process. So I've moved over the ginger garlic paste. I've got the rest of the ingredients, which we're going to dump in there. Chopped onions. I put a couple really hot green peppers in there, just 3 or 4 of them, little pieces like this, just because it gives a little kick flavor. But you really got to like spice, so I don't know if I recommend that. It's certainly not necessary for the dish. And then I've got some chopped up tomatoes, some lemon, coriander, cilantro. We're going to add a little bit of that in after the onions have cooked for a little bit. And a little bit of pepper. You can add a little salt for flavor if you need to at this phase. But so I'm going to go ahead and get this going. There we go. You know, it's a good idea while we're waiting for this is I highly recommend serving your wife a glass of wine. She's outside studying, so. Okay, so that's starting to warm up there. 1 second. Yeah, I'm still in the good books. So you will need a spoon or a spatula, obviously. I prefer a spoon, but you know, they say it scratches off the Teflon and stuff, so I don't know. So whatever, here's the basic, the base that we made with the coconut and the oil and the peppers. And you know, I'm not going to leave this on too long, like that by itself. But yeah, that's actually a lot of ginger garlic right there, but no problem. I'm going to add a little bit more olive oil in too. Tiny bit more there, perfect. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and move these onions in right away. And these 3 peppers here. Maybe I'll put 6 in. Okay, so it's 1.5 onions. You're going to want to saute those up. Just let all that simmer away for a while. You don't want to cook it too high, you know, medium like everything in life. Okay, so I'm going to let that simmer. I'm going to basically just move it around a lot, and then I'm going to come back to you and I'm going to put the tomatoes in about 2 minutes. Right, so here we are. So now we're going to add in the rest of the stuff to this, and then we're going to move it pretty soon. We're going to move it over to the blender. So here we go. So they've sauteed a little bit. I would give this about 5 minutes. You don't want to do it too long, because without adding the water and stuff, it'll burn the garlic and stuff. Okay, so add a little bit of water, and by a little bit I mean about 50 milliliters. 50 ml water. You're gonna add in 1.5 tomatoes, and this is a portion for 4 as well. Boom, I'm gonna throw that in. Boom, boom, boom. Throw that in there. I'm gonna put a lemon in. 1 whole lemon. Bang, bang. Okay, coriander. About yay much coriander. Really gives it like a nice celery-ish flavor. Whatever it is. Or cilantro-ish flavor, sorry. A little bit of black pepper, and some more coconut, because I really like that coconut flavor. So you throw more coconut in, crush it up. Yeah, that's the flavor you're going for, right? So you really want strong coconut flavor in there. Okay, then you're going to add a little bit of milk too, just like that. There you go. Perfect. So you can let that simmer for a little while now. Then we're going to take this whole mix, we're going to put it in the blender, mulch it all up, and then we're going to bring it back here, throw the shrimp in. We'll get to that in phase 3. Okay, so now this has been boiling for about 5 minutes. Everything's in there, so we're going to take this, put it back in the blender, which I'm going to do right now. You know, right now it's kind of a a greenish color, but you know, obviously when you put it in the blender and the tomatoes get ground up, it brings up that red color. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in like this. You get the idea on that. So I thought this was interesting to watch. As you can see here, see, like I said, you start to blend a little bit, goes from green to red. Beautiful. It's exactly what you want. You want to see that transformation. So now watch, I'm going to plug this in here, and you're going to watch the whole thing go completely red. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. So you want to blend it. You want to blend it fairly well. You really want it to be well blended, but not to the point where there's no texture at all. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this, put it back in the pan, and prepare these shrimp. And then I'm going to fry the shrimp by themselves for a little bit, and then I'm going to add them to the mixture, continue cooking it. Should be gorgeous. Secret ingredient time. Brown sugar, okay? It really sweetens it up and gives it that gorgeous flavor. You know, that sweet flavor with the coconut. So you can see how it's turned a nice red color now. It's thinned out a lot. The sauce should have a texture of, you know, it should definitely have some texture to it. Obviously, because you're going to be putting it over rice. But yeah, secret ingredient. That's the tip. Hey everyone, I'm back. I devened the shrimp. That took way too long. Don't recommend that. You can pay to get the ones that are pre-done. So basically what we're going to do, this is here we are, we're at phase 3 here, stage 3. I basically, like I said, blended the sauce. The sauce is beautiful. I mean, there's nothing more to say on that. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to, I like to cook the shrimp in the sauce, but to make sure they're cooked perfect, what I like to do is cook them by themselves, just a little bit. I got to heat the pan heated up with olive oil. So we're going to add the shrimp just to olive oil. We got the sauce boiling right now too. Might need a bit of a lid for that because we're going to put the shrimp into this. So you want to leave the sauce. You want to leave the sauce so you know basically you have about 5 minutes left to cook on it. So when you add the shrimp into the sauce, they'll both cook together. You know, to finalize the sauce and the shrimp at the same time. So we've added the shrimp, it's cooking beautifully. And you know, just want to take a minute to talk about the actual texture. You know, you want it almost like a puree, to be honest. That's the best way. So these shrimps are in here cooking beautifully. Perfect, so we're going to give this 5 minutes, the shrimp are going to be cooked, the dish is ready. Anyway, thanks for watching. Give me likes. I like you too. Especially if you like me. Ciao. I hope you enjoyed. I will show you the final product. Just on the final cut, I'll show you the dish when it's prepared and finished. But God love, peace out, respect, all that stuff. Okay, final steps, guys. Moving on to the quick cam version. So what I've done here, this is an optional, but it makes more of a dish out of it. Like I said, orange peppers, broccoli, olive oil, coriander, salt. You know, you want to get these nice and caramelized if you can. So, I mean, these aren't quite ready yet, but these are the final steps. It's optional, like I said. But, you know, broccoli is good. A little chlorophyll for the nation, and And then the sauce, I just, you let it sit and cool down a little bit. Let the shrimps take the flavor. Beautiful. Bellissimo. Okay, so here's what it looks like before. Then we're gonna lay the shrimp curry on top. There it is, complete. Topped with cilantro and peanuts. If you got a peanut allergy, don't recommend it.